My boss sent me to your class. I really don't want to be here. I'm a recruiter. I don't really want to be calling people on the telephone that aren't looking for a job and asking them if they would like another one.
Does your boss know you feel like this?
I haven't said this to her in this many words, but this is how I feel.
What would she say if you did tell her?
She wouldn't like it. I'd probably lose my job.
Do you like your job?
I like helping people.
How do you do that?
Like when I find them a job.
I get that, Charlene, but have you ever thought that your job is to find the best people for the company you work for?
I do that.
Do you really? Do you think the best people are the ones who are applying for jobs at your company?
Ha! What do you mean? I feel like you were getting at something here. Just say it. I was warned that sometimes you talk in riddles.
Do you think the best people for your open positions are people who are looking for jobs? People who have, these days in all probability, been let go at other jobs?
You mean the unemployed are not the best people?
They may be, Charlene. But how do you know, unless you've made every attempt to compare them against others in their field?
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, Charlene. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it.
How do I do that?
You begin, Charlene, by knowing how to find the best people in the field.
You mean by looking for passive candidates on LinkedIn?
No, Charlene, LinkedIn is only going to show you less than 5% of the available workforce. If I had to put a real number to it, I'd say LinkedIn really reveals less than 1% of the available workforce.
You're kidding.
No, Charlene, I'm not kidding, and people are fooling themselves these days thinking LinkedIn is some kind of panacea answer to hiring needs today. The great stuff, the untapped market, is not on LinkedIn or any other internet site for that matter. The only way to find them is to be able to call their offices and find out who they are.
You mean on the telephone?
Yes, Charlene. On the telephone.
But that's not what I became a recruiter to do. That's not in my job description.
It isn't? Get it out again and read the fine print, Charlene. If you want to succeed as a recruiter today, you'd better know how to use the telephone to find the very best candidates for your company.
I don't know that I want to do that. Just like I really don't want to be here today in your class.
Then go away, Charlene, and think about it. Come back when you decide you do want to be a great recruiter. This job isn't for everyone. You have Charlenes in your organization, even though you don't want to admit that you do. They may have been willing to learn how to internet source in the past, but now's the time to ratchet up their skill set to telephone sourcing, and most of them are reluctant to do that. They're misleading you with excuses, like I don't want to lie, or I think poaching is unethical. Telephone name sourcing can be done without lying or rusing. Magic Method will show them the way. Global competition is fiercer than ever. Don't let your lunch get eaten by another company that is faster, bolder, and more enlightened. Purchase Magic Method today for your crew. You'll be glad you did. Visit www.techtrok.com for details. That's www.techtrok.com. Click on Training at the top of the Tech Track page. As I said, you'll be glad you did.